I want to go tonight. I want to enjoy the love that's going to be in the room for me, and for all the contestants, I have to say they're all truly amazing. But I'm hoping that when they say my name, the audience gives me a really loud applause. It's kind of interesting. It's like, even though if I don't win this homecoming, I still feel like I've won, because I have amazing friends and family that are going to be there tonight showing love and supporting me. And a crown is amazing, but what more can you ask for but love from a community? I just wanted to be a part of the Homecoming Queen. The whole reign is exciting, and the ladies that came out of it, like China and Donna Pirana and Charity and Ariel Sinclair and Pansy, it's just iconic. It's legendary, and this may be my last summer of drag, so I wanted to go out with a bang.
In 1976, the board of directors had this brilliant idea that they should do a homecoming queen contest. They made it a theme for the membership party, which is always Memorial Day weekend. And their idea was they would elect a queen and then use the queen to publicize the Arts Project events. I don't think anybody planned for it to become anything, but I was very young and ambitious and hungry for attention, so I capitalized on the moment. I seized the moment and put on a dress every weekend, all summer, and went everywhere representing the Arts Project. I advertised all the events. I helped to sell tickets. I would go to the beach to bless the bathers. I would break into the lesbian parties, which was not very intermingled those days, and bless the lesbians, and would just do a lot of campy things. Show up at the pool and have a mermaid show, and it just became fun. I never thought it would last this long. I figured it would all peter out eventually. How much can a good thing go on? But it's this year in particular, the place was packed, supporting Ginger.
It's a night when many people are just returning for the season. It's many times the first time they'll see people and their neighbors, their friends, the fellow members of the Arts Project. So it's great. It's a great sort of welcome back to Cherry Grove for the season. And with that, it's of course a membership drive, a membership party where we try to encourage people to join a minimal amount, $50-some, to become a member to help support the Arts Project for the season. But it is the chance, I think, for many people to see and get reacquainted from not seeing everybody through the winter. Anyone can enter Homecoming Queen, down to the last minute. You don't have to sign up ahead of time. There's no pre-registration. You can just literally walk down into the community house and throw on a wig or an outfit and say, I'm here to enter Homecoming Queen, and really anyone can. They proceed to introduce all the contestants. They all walk across stage. It's truly up to the membership and the people of the community, just by their show of applause and clapping, or whoever you want to cheer the loudest for. That is the way the Homecoming Queen is selected for that season. When the homecoming contest rolls around, it does sort of, I reminisce of the time I had back in 2010, which now seems so long ago. But it does. You can't help but remember the really great time and the great season that I had when I was Homecoming Queen.
I think the Homecoming Queen for the community is just the name itself, Homecoming. It's like the beginning of the summer. We have this drag queen that's going to represent us and show us where to go and what to do, and always have a smile on her face sometimes.
Well, so am I, apparently, now that I got the back row. Oh God, Beyonce's here. I have my phone.
Where are you entering from?
Right, can I just do normal? I'll just walk right out.
From in the back?
Oh, you want me to go?
Wherever you want. There's no steps.
Yeah, no, I'll just do the stage.
There's no steps.
Whatever you want me to do.
The waiting downstairs is always the nightmare because you're like, oh my God, do I look right? Do I smell right? The feeling that's going through you is you hope you're going to win.
To be homecoming queen is something amazing. Just to see what a homecoming queen does for the community also, which is fantastic. Opening up a show, helping out in the community, to kind of lead the invasion is pretty amazing.
I was amazed at the whole experience 2 years ago when it was the 40th invasion, and I worked a lot on the invasion with Pansy and my husband, and learning about all 40 queens and how they could talk about each one and how they had stories about each one. And I thought, wow, this is history. This is history at its finest. This is Pansy. This is queer history that needs to be celebrated. Ginger is running. She's been having an intense campaign, and I thought, let's have fun and really give everyone a show. And I think with the internet sort of bubbling over, I think that people started hearing more about it, and it's just going to be fun.
I'm listening now to class.
Talk it to me. Nika. Legs. I need more here. Mother. Oh, it's you behind me.
When I won and Pansy said my name, I just went blank because I just couldn't believe that the months leading up to this, I really worked really hard, like campaigning. When she said my name, it was kind of like, when you're in a movie and everything goes foggy. That's what it was like for me. I couldn't hear anything. I remember Pansy, I remember everybody cheering, and then I remember t-shirts, and it was just silent in my head. And maybe that's why I wasn't showing emotion at that moment. I just have issues, feeling I don't deserve things. I don't know, I just feel like the person that I try hard for things, but sometimes it just never happens. And then it did, and I just felt like this overwhelming thing. The day after my community show last year, somebody mentioned, the community really loves you, and you should go for homecoming queen. And I said, oh, that'd be interesting. I didn't think I was going to win, but I thought, I think I want to do it because I felt like the community was coming to my Dining with the Divas. They came to my show, and I said, okay, I'm gonna do it. And I was sitting in my room in Brooklyn, and I was like, you know, after the election happened, everything was going really bad on Facebook and this and that. And I says, you know what? I'm going to do a campaign. And I said, I'm going to make it funny, and I'm going to just put one up every day or every week. And then somebody put on Facebook, hashtag I'm with Ginger Snap. And from there, it just took off. I think campaigning showed people how much I wanted to be their homecoming queen. And it seemed like it got everybody really excited about the contest. But now that I've won, I know I have a lot of work ahead of me.
It's definitely a bullet out of a gun, a big gun, the big bullet, flying through the air and hitting things, ping, 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 ping. And then the next thing you know, it's, you know, Memorial Day weekend again, and we're looking for a new girl.
There's certain shows that are already on the calendar, various events, ribbon cuttings, this or that, you know, you should really do your best to be at those events to represent the Arts Project as the homecoming queen.
I feel as homecoming queen, I'm trying to get to every event I could get to. I'm trying to help as many people out. I knew what this was going to entail. I knew that it was going to be a lot of work. But to me, it's not a lot of work. Just because I have to get in drag at 10 in the morning doesn't make it a lot of work, because I'm doing something that really is actually turning out to be something good. Get that fucking camera.
Lots of sinners. I repent.
Oh my God, Gay Pride was so amazing. I thought I couldn't stop smiling, I couldn't stop waving, I couldn't stop screaming, Happy Pride, everybody. It was just so amazing to see the unity in this community. It just, once more, why I love Cherry Grove. It's because the unity.
Hi, it's amazing. We have new friends, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you enjoy Cherry Grove, because it's a really amazing place to be. So, without further ado, we're going to continue on with the show. This next lovely lady, I am so grateful to have met this queen, because when I was running for homecoming queen, I started to campaign on Facebook and annoy everybody that lives in Cherry Grove during the summertime. Every day there was a tweet, or every day there was a new campaign poster. And then one day, all of a sudden, this lady Longlegs come into play.
I don't think we were friends on Facebook until the spring. We'd always known each other enough to say, hi, how are you? And walk on by, but not much more than that. So I think early in the spring, I had sent her a message on Facebook saying, hey, let's do this. Let's make this fun. Let's make this ugly. Let's show them a competition. Let's get people real nervous. Let's have a good time. And I don't think she saw it. And I think it's probably because I probably wasn't a friend. It was like one of those hidden messages. And then as I started like dropping the videos,
we endorse Lady Longlegs for Cherry Grove homecoming queen.
People were like, what? Who's this? What's going on? Then she replied to me like the week before, lady, call me immediately.
She works in the theaters. I didn't know that. All of a sudden on Facebook, Les Miserables is endorsing her. Oh no, it gets better. Hold on. And then the next week, Waitress the Musical wants Lady Longlegs. Endorses Lady Longlegs. And then she crossed the lines with one of my favorite musicals. And this is when I thought she had it. Wicked endorses Lady Longlegs. Let me just tell you something. I have met an amazing person, and it's going to be a person that I'm going to have in the rest of my life. So, without further ado, can you please, I asked her to do this number because it's one of my favorite numbers. Can you please give it up for, I don't know, she might reach the tent. She's fucking tall. Give it up for Lady Longlegs!
The heat was getting to her, but she also wanted to be like, look, we got to just have a good time. We're going to do this thing. Like, you go do this. Wouldn't it be great if we did this? And we've got to do that. And it was just really exciting how to get more energy behind it. And it was pretty hilarious. And we then sat and chatted on the telephone for the longest time one evening about all the things that we could do. And I was like, Ginger, relax. It's going to be fine. We're going to crown you very soon. It's going to be okay. And she's like, I don't know. My psychic told me I wasn't going to win. So luckily her psychic was wrong.
I'm gonna need to go to the bathroom. Can you hand me one of those bags? gone through a lot of stuff in my life, but this experience of homecoming, and it's making me stronger. It's the day of the invasion, and I'm very nervous. I haven't slept since 5:30 this morning. I don't know, I'm just very nervous. I'm excited. I just want to, get everything done, and I just want to get the stress out. I'm just nervous if I don't know, I could perform in front of thousands of people, but I'm so nervous about this today. It's kind of interesting of where my fears are going right now, where my excitement is. It's up, it's down, it's up, I don't know. It's just, I just hope it works well. I hope they love the costume. I hope they like the idea. I don't know, it's just weird. I'm in a weird headspace right now, because it's something I've always wanted. And I looked at Queens get on that boat, and I was like, and I said to myself, I believe it was like 5 years ago, I said, that's gonna be me one day, and now it is. And I think the fear of that, the expectations, and it's just hard. But it's gonna be a fantastic day because I have an amazing court of friends that are truly sensational and stuck by me through this whole campaigning and everything. So we're gonna just have a really great day. But I need a nice coffee so badly. It takes a lot of hard work, a lot of hours of making sure people are getting together, of making sure you got your costume, making sure like everything is on point, And sometimes, shit happens, but you just have to move right along with the punches and you just move on. But first, I put on my lashes on the bottom and I never do it right. So, if I'm quiet, that means I'm concentrating on my lashes. So, my mother said to me today, she goes, send me the photos, I want to see you. And it's so interesting, because a few years ago, I did not have the relationship that I have now with my family. And it's interesting to see how more accepting they are of me. And this whole thing, it just made my day even more amazing. And that's what the invasion is all about. It's about acceptance and love. It's so easy to judge and fear things that you just don't understand. But when we come together as a community, you can really see, even with all our differences, how much we're all the same. We all just want to be happy. People come from all over the world to dress up and celebrate together. And when everyone gathers in the Ice Palace, it's like a gorgeous rainbow. And the way people treat you as the homecoming queen, it's wonderful. So when I've been feeling anxiety or doubt, I remind myself how lucky I am. Well, I said to myself, I'm just gonna start this day just with so much positive energy and so much love, because there's so much love that was given to me during this whole process that people kept on saying to me, you don't know what it's like. You don't know what this is gonna be like for you. When you are entering that harbor, you're gonna get this sense of emotion that nobody will ever experience unless you're a homecoming queen. What everybody said to me was exactly the truth. There was such an overwhelming, powerful sensation going through my body. Like it was like numb from my feet to my hands to my head. Everything was so numb. But yet I had so much like emotions going through because they were singing the Star Spangled Banner, and I remember hearing that, but just pulling into that boat and seeing everybody like screaming with excitement, and just to be proud of who we were, you know, and who we are, was so emotional that I started to cry because, you know, I'm really proud of who I am, you know, yeah. And I was so proud to see other people proud of who they were and who they are. You know, it was a really amazing day. But it's over, but it's just beginning for me, you know? So it's like, now it's like my whole schedule is starting, which is gonna be phenomenal. I'm gonna have to get up at 7 in the morning to put on drag for some day things, but it's gonna be amazing. Come on in. Where's my shirt? Oh, get in now. Get in. Get in. Do not talk to me right now. Get in. I'll get you one. We have the titties. That's why the extra large. Extra large for these girls.
Ladies and gentlemen, your homecoming queen, Miss Ginger.
I was late for the board meeting.
Big smile.
Oh, this scissor doesn't fucking work. I can use my teeth. Welcome, come on in.
The most loving, compassionate, honest, understands, makes such a good time without making fun of, and gets the soul of the community.
Aww.
That says it all.
I paid her to say.
Hello.
Yes,
So, what did
Into raffle tickets. I did, they were adorable. I love that. For my beach. That's my beach debris. She's Stacy. She's living full time now. Are you filming this?
Yeah.
Let's cut it and let's start to Woo! Come on in.
Get to work. Spin the wheel. Get to work.
Spin the wheel. Being homecoming queen is a lot more than just showing up and being in drag. There's so much happening behind the scenes to arrange all those little details to give the community the best show I can every time. And when you're out on a sandbar with no car and no cell phone service, it can make things way more challenging. The only can do it, Portia, is if he has a flash drive or a CD.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, Portia's gonna take care of it tomorrow for me. It's because of the support from my sisters that I'm able to juggle all my homecoming queen duties and my regular performances.
Me and Ginger work together at Lips. She's a show hostess here, performer, just like myself, and we've been friends since a long time, since we were downtown. And what I love about Ginger is she gets my sense of humor, I get her sense of humor, and sometimes we could be just in the most horrible situation and just find the laughter in it and have a good time.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have to say this right now. I do drag to make people laugh. And you know what? With the times that are happening in the world, I am not a serious drag queen, and I'm sorry, but you're not gonna get that at one of my shows. I may do one serious number because something's going on in my life, but you will not see me stand up here and do a fucking ballad. It's not gonna happen, people. I mean, you saw what happened. And when we rehearsed that number, she wasn't supposed to hit me in the head like that. So I'm sensing she may have some resentments that she needs to let out. No, I think you too.
Well, that's the job of a homecoming queen, really. You run for homecoming queen. First, it's fun. But the second part of it, it is work. You have to be at every opening, every show, every event. And it goes, you know, it's not just invasion. Being queen has its work cut out. You know, you need to work within the community.
When somebody won from homecoming in the past, after their year was done, they were done. And I had been working here at the theater for 20 years, up in the attic, running the lights and sound, as well as anything else that needed to be done here. And I'd seen so many people go through. And I felt that there was so much talent to be kind of taken advantage of there, capitalize upon that. And also it was a great way to make a nice community show. Since 2005, our first year, we've been doing a legend show with a different theme every year. Our latest one was this year, 2017. That was our 7th version. And that version was a Christmas show.
I was excited to do the show because of all the girls that were in it, and then Matt came up with a really great song, and he goes, well, I don't think a lot of people would be able to get away with it. The song is about an angel being stuck on a Christmas tree and how painful that bark is going into her. A lot of people saw the number and they said that they would never look at their angel on the tree again the same way. I ruined their Christmas. It was just magical, I tell you, because at first I was excited because I'm like, oh, who's gonna fight with who, and you know, what material am I gonna use for a show the next time I'm on the stage at Cherries. And the craziest thing happened. We all got along. You know, we were helping each other out, and it was like, you know what it was? It was like such a great union of sisterhood downstairs that night. You know, getting ready for the show and who needed a bobby pin, who needed moral support. We're on this island, and this island is so magical that we should all be getting along with one another. You know, there's no reason why we should be having bitch fights with people, you know, especially with the way the world is going, and we should all be helping each other out and loving each other. And downstairs that night, that's what it was. And it was like, and I sat back and I was like, this is what I am loving right now. This is why I'm here. This is why I love being homecoming queen. And this is why I love these people that come to Cherry Grove. Like right now, sitting in this room, I'm feeling so like overwhelmed because I feel so many, you know, spirits in this room. I'm looking around at the names on the walls and I'm like, you know, these are legendary people. Like you have Rose Levine, you know, her signature's on this wall since 1912. Like it's, if you look around, there's so much. Oh, I'm up there. There's so much that I hold myself back from doing because of fear. And winning homecoming made me realize that I need to I just have to knock down the barriers of fear in my life. And I'm being really serious. I said I have to do the things that I want to do in my life without fear. Homecoming was one of them. And I was scared to do homecoming because I was scared of losing. And I was scared that, oh my God, I'm going to look like a fool in front of these people because I campaigned. But just that night of winning made me realize there's so much more I could do, which was kind of strange. Because I never, ever, ever, ever felt like that with myself. I always felt like I was, you know, a little, you know, less than. But I focused so hard on Miss Fire Island because I had very limited time because I'm going back and forth from here to Lips, then there, taking a train here, taking a canoe here, hopping on a lesbian's back. You know, it was like chaotic. The day came and the funniest thing happened. I will never ever forget this in all my life. It's only a ginger moment. I'm walking down and I had this beautiful fur on that Demi lent me, and it was beautiful. My dress was this silver rhinestone long gown. It was gorgeous. I had white gloves. Meanwhile, an hour before that, I had to sew darts into the front of it because it was like so roomy, and I did not know that, which I was like, everybody's like, wear the gold dress. I was like, I'm not wearing that gold dress. I'm wearing this one. And I put it on. I fixed it. We're coming down, and all of a sudden, I do not joke, when I look to my left and I see Victoria Falls wearing this same dress, I about died.
Ginger and I have the same gown. What?
Oh my God. I said, how is this happening right now?
I might need to get that gold dress.
And then I said to myself, I saw the lineup and I said, oh, I'm first. And she was fourth. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to take this off because I worked hard on it. And what I always do with everything in my life, I never finish anything I start because I'm always scared sometimes. And I said to myself, I'm going to go on gut and I'm going to do this. and I'm just gonna go out and I'm gonna just do what I do. Like like winning homecoming, I didn't hear anything. But walking on the stage for Miss Fire Island and doing that walk, like it was like the first time I ever felt pretty in my life. I didn't want to go out there and be somebody I wasn't. And I walked out there, but there was a mirror straight ahead, and I guess this is like my higher power telling me, you are pretty, you are beautiful, you are special. And that's how I felt that day. It's just crazy. It's just crazy the gifts that I've gotten this summer. And I'm blessed. And that's, I'm just a very blessed person. And then she had the same dress.
Coming back next year and get the big one?
No,
that's
this is
one.
it.
This is enough.
I'm done. I'm happy.
Good. I think so. You should
I don't need anything else than what I had this summer.
I'm sad because I'm gonna miss everybody. But it's so funny how you leave here and you're saying goodbye to everybody. But then the summer comes back and you see them and you left right off where you left off. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but to me, it's like, yeah, we may not see each other all winter, but we're family. And it's like once we get back off that boat and we see somebody, it's like it's like you never left. So I'm leaving on that kind of a way, on that kind of a note. It's just like I don't want to be sad about leaving, and I don't want to be sad about homecoming ending. Because it's just I'm just not going to do it to myself when I'm on that stage handing over that crown. That's another different story. This year has been the most outrageous experience, filled with love, filled with laughter. My connections with people in the community have grown.
Ginger Snap, I couldn't be more proud of you. I knew 3 years ago you should be homecoming queen, and I've been pushing you and begging you to enter, and you didn't. And you finally did, and you won, and I told you so.
Ginger, congratulations on an incredible year. It was wonderful to be there with you before, during, and after, and no one has had a classier year than you have. Congratulations.
Who would have ever guessed how much being homecoming queen would have affected my life? It was such a wonderful ride.
I think it's amazing, and I think he's come a long way, and I think he feels like he's grown and he knows who he is, and he expresses it.
I'm very proud of you, and I love you to death, and I wish you all the success in the world. It's well deserved, and it's your time to shine.
I truly had more fun than I ever could have imagined. I wish I could find a way to thank everybody in Cherry Grove for their kindness and their support, but honestly, I wouldn't even know where to begin.
I think Ginger's reign as homecoming queen was amazing. I felt like she was the happiest she's ever been. I felt like she finally found herself in Cherry Grove, and it showed. She was so expressive.
Being homecoming queen is like nothing else you will ever experience. My only advice for future queens is enjoy every second, because girl, before you know it, it's over in a snap.
I would like to say to Ginger, who did you blow to get this documentary done? I mean, I've known you for years, and I find you less than interesting, and I think it's fascinating that they're making a documentary about your reign as the homecoming queen. I don't even know what you do.
Well, of course, she couldn't hold a candle to me, but that's okay. I love her dearly, I really do. And I think the fact that she really made a point of talking to everybody, making sure she knew everybody, she wanted everybody to know her. She was just brilliant.
You were the best. You are our queen forever.
July.
Yeah.
No, she was the most amazing homecoming queen.
She was incredible.
What Ginger did to just bring an awareness to the homecoming and the arts project was wonderful.
She was everywhere she was supposed to be, sometimes 3 places in one day.
You were at every event. You represented Cherry Grove beyond. And we love you so much.
Be careful on the roller skates. The older you get, the harder you fall, even though it's a short fall.
You've done so much with so little. You mean that you're very little, diminutive.
I love you, Gingy. You are the best. You were beautiful. You were there. You performed perfectly. One of our best homecoming queens ever. I love you infinitely. Always. You will always be my queen. It's Wendy.
And we absolutely adore you, and I think it's a terrible shame that I did not give birth to you.
I think that she represented Fire Island, Cherry Grove, the community house, the community as anybody ever should, like a true lady, like a true person with class and with a lot of compassion. So thank you.
Ginger Snap. Ugh, I love you. Gorgeous glamour. Always good hair.
I was so honored. I entered the same contest with you, but then your beauty prevailed.
Ginger, I love you.
It is quite an honor and a privilege to have known you all these years. This is so painful for me being this nice. It's killing me. Really, I have to be this nice? It's killing me. It's killing me. I like her. I think she's sweet. She's small. She's like a pocket gay. You could shove her in the ass of another drag queen and she's like good to go. She's like perfect.
As homecoming queen.
She was one of the best homecoming queens because of her enthusiasm and love for the community.
He really knows how to entertain us and come up with clever tricks and clever costumes and just be warm and really nice to everybody, which was interesting. It's a nice take on it.
She was so approachable and vulnerable. Like she said, I don't think I can do this. What if I fail? So she was vulnerable in a way that we all are.
Stay strong and positive for the rest of your life, dear girl. We love you. Mwah!
My heartfelt appreciation to Ginger Snap, Homecoming Queen, 2017, for being creatively demented, which I love.
Beautiful, community orientated. Why did you do this when we were drunk?
What do you mean we were drunk?
When Sue was drunk?
Almost as fun as the Homecoming Queen from 2010, who I think was the best Homecoming Queen. But that's just me.
We like to thank Ginger Snap for being one of the most wonderful homecoming queens that we've had here in Cherry Grove. Of course, they're all wonderful, but Ginger Snap is special. Ginger Snap is extremely talented, extremely generous, and one of the nicest human beings I've ever met. We love you, Ginger. Keep going.
I'm the mouthy one.
But I love you, Ginger, and I think it's amazing that you paid this group of people to do this for you. That you're making obviously enough money being Miss, what is she? What was her title again? Homecoming Queen. Obviously, you made enough money to pay for an entire staff to film this fucking kiss-ass video for you. When am I gonna get mine? Never, because nobody likes me that much, and I'm okay with that. Where's my cannoli?